The only way I can really describe it is like someone like literally takes your battery out. I'm Jay and I was diagnosed with MS when I was 27 in 2019. And there was quite a big relapse where I went numb, waist down, and that is what I live with today. That's the permanent symptoms I live with. I really wasn't expecting that much, so I was to the point that I'd say it's a game changer for me. Since I've done HBOT, it's always been like good or excellent and a couple of fairs, which to me again is like a game changer because I've never slept well ever. I think it's given me more hope for better days. I'm Jay and I was diagnosed with MS when I was 27 in 2019. My early symptoms of MS, it's a bit confusing because I started when I was 21. So I always had something go wrong with my eye when I was abroad because the heat affected it. I had a lot of numbness and tingles. If I bent my neck, I'd have like an electric shock down my neck. These are all early signs. And then in 2019, there was quite a big relapse where I went numb, waist down, and had numb hands. And that is what I live with today. That's the permanent symptoms I live with. MS, it's impacted me so much. I literally packed my diary all the time. I'd be constantly working, constantly socializing, and I've had to really pace myself. My numbness, waist down, obviously that was really hard to get used to. I had to learn to live in a new body again. But it also did give me a lot of things to be grateful for, like being able to see, being able to walk, being able to eat. So it's bittersweet, I guess. I think the biggest challenges are things that are quite simple for normal, healthy people. I have to worry if I went to a gig or something, I couldn't stand for too long, I'd need to sit down. Again, it's saying you'll do everything with your friends, like the hen do's, the weddings, all the fun stuff, but sometimes you get to it and you just can't physically move and you can't do anything. That's probably one of the biggest challenges because the fatigue with MS is really strong. In the past, to manage my symptoms, I have tried a lot of things. I lost count of how many vitamins I was taking in the end, so I take a few vitamins, but yeah. I've done acupuncture, physiotherapy, I went to an osteopath. I've done so many different things to try and manage my MS. I try and keep active by running, walking, but yeah, it does fill my diary doing all these things to try and keep well. I first heard about Oxydise through Alan. Alan is someone I spoke to a few years ago because I actually had, I think this might have been before my MS diagnosis, really bad insomnia, and he was also going through a similar thing, and he started trying out oxygen therapy, and then he obviously started his own business, and a few years later we reconnected, so I thought I'd give it a go. So HBOT, I know that it's in a lot of the MS centres, so it was always something I always wanted to try, but it just wasn't local. I've heard a lot of people who have taken that alongside their medicine, the DMTs for MS, and have found really great benefits in terms of fatigue, so that's why I decided to try this next. I will be completely honest, and because I've tried so many things, I really wasn't expecting that much, so I was so pleasantly surprised, to the point that I would say it's a game changer for me, because I just started noticing being able to stay up an hour later here and there, and having a full day which felt more normal to me, pre-MS days. So yeah, it's given me so much more than I ever imagined, but my expectations were not high at the beginning. After the first few sessions, I felt really good, but I want to say as well, I had this in my head. I thought it was going to be quite like an MRI where you're stuck in there, but it wasn't like that at all. It was really roomy. I had my book in there. Yeah, I felt like it went way better than I thought. I think I built it up to be something scarier than it was. I was looking at the machines online thinking it was going to be a certain way, and then I came here and it was nothing like that. I definitely think HBOT has helped me manage fatigue better, and this is because I have my Garmin, so I'm always looking at my sleep patterns, and it was always poor. That was just my standard baseline. Since I've done HBOT, it's always been good or excellent and a couple of fairs, which to me again is a game changer because I've never slept well ever. So being able to sleep well as well has helped my fatigue. I've definitely noticed some changes in my well-being because actually, I know it might sound a bit silly, but I like coming here. I have my hour where I'm just reading my book, so it actually helps with that because I actually like being here. But also, I think overall well-being and energy has been definitely higher. It's definitely improved. I feel like when you have something like MS, you don't want to get too hopeful before you start things because there is no cure. So it's definitely exceeded my expectations. Yeah, I found all the staff were so helpful. I felt it was really easy. When I was in there, I felt fine. I felt, as an anxious person, I was worrying about silly things, I guess beforehand, how big it was, if I'm going to feel claustrophobic. But yeah, I found it really a nice experience actually. So I started coming in for 2 sessions a week, and I felt like that was perfect for me. I've had a little bit of a break recently, but what I plan to do is come 2 or 3 times a week when it dies down a bit over Christmas, but I will definitely keep that up. Yeah, I think it's given me more hope for better days. I think this mixed in with my running and everything else I'm trying to do has just made things a lot more manageable for me. I would absolutely definitely recommend it. And I would say to someone with MS, it's not like the MRI, you don't feel claustrophobic. It's a bit roomy, spacious, and it's a chance to just chill, read a book and switch off, which we all need with MS. Yeah, I would say that I like doing reflexology. So I do reflexology, or have like a monthly massage and things like that. I still go to a chiropractor. I still do a lot of other things, but this is something that I would definitely keep forever in my new routine. It has been the most important thing for me. So when I started a blog on my MS in 2019, because I didn't know any young people that were diagnosed with MS, so I didn't feel like I could relate to anyone. So some of my closest friends and the people that I talked to first about new symptoms or anything like that are all from an amazing online community. I think what keeps me motivated in my bad periods is you go through so much with MS, that you can lose your eyesight, your ability to walk, talk, that if I've got any of those little things still happening, that keeps me going, because I feel like I'm so grateful for everything. So yeah, I always manage to dig deep and keep going and hoping that there is light at the end of the tunnel again. I think I wish more people understood how every day is so different. So one day I could be up running and the next day you won't see me because I'm pretty much bedbound. I think it's so different, and it's so different for everyone. And I think when you say fatigue, people think it's tiredness, and it's not. Like, I'm an active, busy person who loves having plans, and I literally cannot walk and barely be bothered to talk on those days that I'm so tired. So I think it is just knowing that it is so different. Just because you see a person with MS doing something one day doesn't mean they can the next. So I would like, because I had a bit of a flare up in May, and I would like to hopefully get back into, because I ran a half marathon at the beginning of the year, to train towards one day, I think I'm being a bit bold saying it, but a marathon, and I want to try, like, keep the HBOT and get a healthy routine, and that is like my biggest goal, to see if that helps with recovery. A good day for MS for me is with my permanent symptoms, so still numbness waist down, numb hands. A good day would just be able to get through the day without a nap or an early night, or just being able to go to work and then coming home and still having a bit of energy to cook or clean or do basic things like put a wash on. That would be a good day for me. So it's literally like, the only way I can really describe it is like someone like literally takes your battery out. So I could be like having a meal with my friends and it feels great, I'm feeling good, and then it's like all of a sudden I have nothing to give. Like, and I mean in a way that I can't even be bothered to tell people that I just have nothing in me to give. Like, I just switch off. It's like literally a switch. It just goes. The only thing you want is to go to bed. I think I love the atmosphere here. I don't know what the word is. I feel like it's wholesome, and it's like, it feels holistic. It doesn't feel like I'm in like a medical centre, which I think a lot of the MS centres are like. Again, I don't really have many words for that, but definitely. So my husband's definitely noticed changes when I've used HBOT, because I was coming home from a full day work, still able to cook or able to clean or actually able to socialise for like more than 10 minutes. So people have definitely noticed, yeah. I think it's just having that time to switch off. I think I live despite me having MS, I am go, go, go most of the time. And I think just having that hour to switch off in like a really cozy space has really helped my mental health. So that's been amazing.